Hello and welcome to the next section of this course. In this section, we learn about some important concepts of programming. Before going to the next section of this course, make sure that you've learned this section well. Alright, now let's focus on variables. The most fundamental concept in programming is variable. Variables are used for storing data. So, what is data? In programming, everything is about data. Data comes in, data processed, and information goes out. Data comes into our application through several inputs, such as a file, keyboard, database, and etc. And then data is processed by our application, which is inside the system. After that, information goes out as output to be saved in a file, displayed on a screen, stored in a database, and etc. What you see is the data processing cycle. But where are the variables in this cycle? Okay, let's go inside the system and see what the variables do for our applications. In the system, we have an application and memory. And a variable is like a small box that is used to exchange data between the application and memory. Okay, a variable is made up of several parts: data type, variable name, assignment operator, value, and semicolon. Whenever programmers need to store some data in memory temporarily, they use variables. Depending on what data we wanna store, there are several different kinds of data types, such as string, int, and boolean. When our data is a sequence of characters, we have to use the string data type. For example, to store the name of a fruit such as an apple, since the APPLE is a sequence of characters, we have to use the string data type. Let's show you another example of the string data type. Imagine we wanna store a message about Uber company. For instance, let's say Uber is a transportation company. Since this message is a sequence of characters, we have to use the string data type as well. Okay, let's go for the second data type, which is int. Sometimes we wanna store a number in a variable. So, in this situation, we need to use the int data type. For example, to store the age of a person, we need to use the int data type. Let's give you another example. To store the floor of a building, we can use the int data type as well. Alright. The last data type we wanna talk about in this lecture is the Boolean data type. A Boolean data type has two states, true or false. For example, we have a switch for a lamp. Whenever the lamp is on, our variable is true and otherwise is false. Okay, so far we've talked about variables. Now let's dive into VS Code and works with some of these variables. Alright, in order to use any variables, we should declare them first. So, for declare a variable, we go for a string, person name, semicolon. As you can see, the data type of our variable is a string, and the name of our variable is person name. Now, let's try to display the person name in the terminal. Okay, why is this complaining to us? Let's find out. Open the problem tab and see the error message. This message tells us we are trying to use an unassigned variable. So, I'm going to assign a value to this variable. We go for person name equal John, semicolon. Once we've done that, the error has gone away. Save the file and let's try it out. We should see John in the terminal. Okay, this is a syntax for variable declaration. And this is a syntax for variable assignment. Also, we can join these two statements as a single statement. In order to do this, we grab the assignment operator and value and cut them out and then paste them in before this semicolon. And let's get rid of these errors. This is a syntax for declaring a variable that has been initialized with a value. Now, let's display John's age in the terminal. So, since age is a number, we go for int person age 28. Console, write line, person age. Let's run the application again and test it out. As you can see, we have John and his age in the terminal. The third data type we wanna use is the bool data type. Okay, let's find out whether John's age is under 18 or not and display it in the terminal. In order to do that, we're gonna add a bool variable to check it out. Since we know John is 28 years old, we go for bool is under 18 equal false. And for display it in the terminal, we go for console.writeLine is under 18 semicolon and run the application again. Now let's change the person name to Emma and the person age to 17. And obviously we should change the under 18 value to true. And let's run the application again. As you can see, we get different messages in the terminal. Okay, now we'd like to talk a little bit about something called identifiers. Identifiers are names that programmers choose for their variables, classes, methods, and etc. In these examples, we used some variable names, and it is a good idea to give your variables names that are closely related to the value they will hold. Now, let's talk about some general rules of identifiers. First, let's get rid of these codes. Okay, the rule number 1. Identifiers start with a letter or underscore and can be followed by any letters, digits, and underscore. But if identifiers start with a number or a special character, we get some errors. The rule number 2. Identifiers are case sensitive. For example, fruit name and fruit name are two different identifiers. As you can see, they are not the same for the C# compiler. But if we change the uppercase F to lowercase f, the C# compiler complaining to us. Alright, the rule number 3. C# reserved keywords such as int, string, class, namespace, and etc. cannot be used as identifiers because they are special to the compiler. But if you really wanna use reserved keywords as identifiers, you need to use @ prefix. And finally, rule number 4. We cannot use whitespace in identifiers. For now, in this lecture, we've gone through variable enough. So, we'll see you in the next lecture.